And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show as we lead up to the 2024 high school football season. From the Great Oak Wolfpack, Ryder Smith, all CIF. And man, you did that as a sophomore, Ryder. I mean, now you're going into your junior season. Do you feel like you're almost like a seasoned veteran at this point?
Yeah, first off, thanks for having me. I feel like for sure, right? As starting varsity my freshman year and sophomore year, I feel like I've got a pretty good feel for the speed of the game, and just having that under my belt for sure coming into junior year definitely helps.
What about even like in a leadership role too? Like, like you said, a couple varsity seasons under your belt now. Do you feel like your role might be a little bit different in terms of, acting a certain way, saying the right things, just being a veteran, presence on this team?
I think for sure we this year, this off season, it was definitely took that up within like helping guys around in the weight room, and especially the role that I have on the team this year, being obviously starting middle linebacker, which captain of the defense, and then the role I'm about to play on offense this year too will definitely help out with that.
All right, I do want to talk about your linebacking duties because you're a stud on the defensive side of the football. But I'm actually more interested offensively. Are you going to get a ton of carries? Like, what's it going to look like this season for you, Ryder?
Yeah, I'm super excited. This year we got a new offensive coordinator, new kind of offense this year rather than it was really a lot run heavy and kind of like power blocking last year, but this is a lot of like zone RPO, so give me a little more space and more depth from the line of scrimmage, so I can get my eyes up and see.
Do you feel like you're I'm making myself old, but like a traditional NFL fullback, right? You're the guy dotting the I. You're going to lead that running back. But do you feel like, hey, I can be the running back. I don't have to be just like a fullback, quote unquote. Like you could be the running back. Do you feel like your game, your skill set is good enough to be like a running back in that true sense of the word?
I think so for sure. My favorite guy to watch all the time is Mike Allstott. He's one of my favorite players ever. But I feel like the way I run the ball is like I try to punish defenders. Like I want those hard physical runs that kind of resemble like fullback runs. But I think this year I've been working a whole lot on my speed and quickness to get that up. So I feel like I'm big enough to play fullback, but fast enough to be running back as well.
Dude, that's an awesome answer. Mike Allstott, man. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's awesome. So either whether it's between the tackles or bouncing it to the outside, you feel like, hey, either way, man, whatever the defense is giving me, I'll take it.
Yeah, either way, I'm good with that. I'm comfortable.
All right, let's talk some defense as well, Ryder. So obviously all CIF, middle linebacker, you're going to captain that defense and be an extension of the coach out there on the field. What do you think the Great Oak defense is going to look like this year? Do you think that might be one of the strong points on this year's team?
I think years prior, our defense has definitely been one of our strong suits, and last year defense helped us keep us in the game a lot of times, and I think our defense last year was top notch. I think we were top in the area for points given up and just the amount of plays we made on defense last year. It uh it definitely it's definitely unfortunate. We had all my whole D line last year. They were all seniors. They're really good. My probably best D line I've ever had in my whole career. But they're all seniors this year. But I like the dudes that we have this year. We're all very very fast and physical, and I'll take that oversized any day of the week for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Even at the college level and the NFL level, you think defensive linemen, it's like, oh, they got to be huge, and it's like, no, they got to be fast. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
tall and fast, and they can't just be big. That's not good enough anymore, is it?
Nah, and we have some really lanky dudes coming off the edge, which helps us a lot.
All right, Ryder. So last year, Great Oak won a league championship, right? So what's it going to take for you guys to do it again this year?
I mean, obviously we play in a really good league. It's really competitive. Um, but I feel like as a team last year, we set our goals of what we wanted to do, and obviously the last 2 years we've been first round exits in playoffs. So what we said we wanted to do, and what we're trying to do right now is winning league is kind of just like the standard. We've done that 2 years in a row, right? Obviously, we got a target on our back coming in year three, but I think we want to get there. We're keeping it one game at a time, but we're gonna go try to win league again and then go make a run in the playoffs.
You know, Ryder, I've got your guys' non-league schedule up in front of me, dude, and it's, I mean, some traditional Southwestern League games right in there, so those are going to be a lot of fun. You've got Rancho Verde, Norte Vista is always tough. So going through non-league play, you feel like the Great Oak Wolfpack's going to learn a lot about itself and find out, you know, areas that it's strong in, maybe areas they need to clean up before it gets to league play? I mean, 'cause that's a tough non-league schedule with Vista Marietta, Chaparral, Fallbrook as well.
Yeah, I think I love how we have tough competition up front. That just going to prepare us more for league. And I'm really excited. I like playing better competition like that, and it'll just make us better as a whole team. Because obviously none of those games are going to be blowouts, where we're all like having fun. It's going to be tough grinding games, which I think that's going to show us a lot of who we are as an offense and defense.
All right, so before you get to that week 0 on the road at Vista Marietta, which is obviously, I mean, Great Oak has amazing fans, so does Vista Marietta, so that place will be loud and packed and rocking and all that. But you guys have a scrimmage next week against some really good teams, right? So you're going to feel like you're going to be, I guess, battle tested, right, before you get to that big game with Vista Marietta?
Yeah. I mean, MV, I have a lot of buddies that play over there, and they're all really cool. They're all really cool dudes, and they always have a really good team. I have a ton of respect for all those guys over there. We had a really good game against them last year, but towards the second half of the game they kind of ran away with it. But I really enjoy playing them because they make me a better player for sure. And I like hitting my buddies too. It's pretty fun.
You'd be chasing around Bear Bachmeyer, right?
Yeah, that guy's legit.
All right, let's end like this, Ryder. So you run the football like Mike Alstott. Who do you play linebacker? Like maybe some guy you look up to, or maybe you have some similarities to. Is there a guy that you kind of compare yourself to?
I mean, obviously as a linebacker, right, you got to look at Ray Lewis. I love the physicality he plays with, and just the presence he brings on the field. But I've had a Luke Kuechly fathead sticker up in my room it's like 8 feet tall. I've had him up there for like since I was, I think, 7 years old. And that I just love how he plays the game. I pride myself on being a student of the game, and I love breaking down film. I love all that stuff. And the way he plays is just that's how I wanna conduct it.
That's a great guy to compare yourself with, right? He had a lot of success at the NFL level, and Ray Lewis too, one of the all-time greats. So Ryder, hey, listen, man, appreciate the interview. Best of luck this upcoming season. I know you guys are trying to hang another league championship banner, but it sounds like you guys got bigger goals than that for this upcoming year, right? For Great Oak,
Absolutely.
maybe a playoff run in there, something like that. So we'll see.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's Ryder Smith, all CIF. Join us here on the Inland Sports Show. Thanks again, Ryder.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. Have a good night.